Good afternoon. It's Thursday afternoon, and what am I making today? Out of paper bags. That's right, lunch bags. You can get white lunch bags, brown lunch bags. You can get little bags like that in every color you can imagine. So we are going to make some of these today. It takes 9 bags, and I'm going to show you how to do it. To make these hanging ornaments, I'm going to do 2 different sizes. One's with white bags, one's with some red bags. I'm using the colored pipe cleaners to help with the hanging of them. And of course my hot glue gun. I need 9 for each one. Now I made these with just brown paper bags, just lunch bags, and they are so fun still. But if you want to use some colored bags, any kind of print on them, why not? But I like the idea of doing small ones and big ones. So I'm using red and white today for Christmas. So I have 9 here, and the idea is I'm going to take the hot glue gun, I'm going to run it down here and across here. And so I just got to make sure my hot glue gun is hot enough. And I'm doing a good bead of it. I don't want it to be too thin that it doesn't hold. And I'm going to stop about an inch and a half from the very top. And then I'm going to start at the bottom. I'm going to line it up and put that right like that. And I'm going to just continue. Now, one of the things is we're going to cut these to make designs. And depending on your strength, you can cut it when you have 4 of them and 5. Or you can cut them when all 9 of them are hooked together. That is up to you. So I'm just going to go through and I'm going to get these, and I'm going to show you doing it both ways. So I have 4 done. Now the thicker the bag is, probably it's better to cut it when there's just 4. So this stack has 5 glued together. This one has 4. The idea is that eventually we'll have all of these together. But because these bags are very waxy and thicker, for any of you that have a hard time cutting through thick things, one, you need a good pair of scissors. Don't let your kiddos use your sewing scissors. And most of the time when I make it, I'm going to stack all of them together and cut them. But I want to show you what to do if you are doing it this way. Now you get to decide how you'd like to design it. You can make as many cuts as you want, starting the cuts above this. You can do it whatever size you want. The idea is that it's going to kind of look like a floating snowflake. So I'm going to go through and cut these. So there's cut on both sides. Now because this is going to hang in the air and it's 3-dimensional, the 2 sides don't have to match. You just want them the same on all of the bags. Okay, so then I can just line this up right here. And an easy way is just to mark it. Okay, and then we can cut those. So I have them all cut out. And so I'm going to run my glue gun across here again, making sure I have a thick bead of hot glue. We're going to go all the way up to about an inch and a half, and we're going to stop, just like we've done before. Then I'm going to try to position those so that they all match up. Press them down. I'm going to take one of my pipe cleaners, and I'm going to start underneath here. I'm going to put some glue, and I'm going to do it so that my hanger has something to hold on to. So I'm going to go like that, holding up that flap because I don't want that to go down before I hook. And I'm going to stop right there again. Okay, so I'm sliding that in there. And I'm going to press that down. So while that's drying just a little bit, I want to show you what's going to happen. See how we're going to open that up so that it can hang. So I'm going to put 2 across here this time and 2, 1 on either side, just because I want to, when it comes back together, I want it to really hold well. So, and this glue gun is extremely hot. Let's see, I'm going to put 2 just so it's really secure. I'm going to go up right along there, stopping at our 1.5 inch mark. Come back down. Now when you go to put it together, your glue is very hot, so you got to be careful. So I'm going to take this one and I'm just going to start opening that up so I can reach it all the way around. A little difficult with the camera. Until I get it all the way. Now I'm going to put my hands right in those bags and just press that just together really well. If you think you need a little more glue where those 2 come together, just shoot some hot glue down in there. Put your hands inside, because even through the bag it's going to be hot. But that way you can not burn yourself. Okay, and then I want you to look in here. If there's any places that you need to add a little bit more glue, do that right now. Here's our first one done. They're fun. Now, there are things you can do to make them even more spectacular. Here's where I can hook my little hanger onto. You could add glitter onto these. You could spray them with a glitter, anything you want. But the reason, see how we stop at that 1.5 inch mark? It helps it when it's stretching, but it gives it a real free-flowing feeling to it. You could have the kiddos put stickers all over them. Whatever you'd like to do. Let's make the small one. Now we're going to do the white one. So here it is all hooked together. I can leave it white, I can add glitter. I think I might add a little glitter. I just have some glitter glue that comes in a bottle. I just thought maybe it might be fun to put some glitter different spots. There's hot glue gun sticks that are glitter too, and you could put into your hot glue gun. And I'm just going to go around and put a bunch of glitter and let it dry. When I get done, I'll have to leave it and let it dry before I can do the other side. Now, I could use a different color on the other side. I could do exactly the same. Totally up to you. So I'm just letting the glitter glue dry, but it just takes it up a little notch. Now, the other thing you can do is, when it's all the way dry, you can stuff in here colored tissue paper. I'll show you that when it gets all the way dry. Now I'm letting both of those dry for a couple hours, and then I'll be back to do some other things. You can see that the glitter glue is drying, and we have the center, which it would be totally fine, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue there, and then I'm going to stick a bow. I think it goes good with the clear glitter and the silver glitter to kind of just spruce it up a little bit. I can take some tissue paper, I cut it in half, and then I can literally stuff it in here to give it a different look. See how it can make it larger, give it a different look. You don't have to do that. I like them both ways. You can hang them on your doors, your windows. I just hooked it up there for right now on one of the doors. But I'm actually going to hook them from the roof so that I have probably 10 of them hanging. And I think I'll like it. Well, this holiday season, I hope you take some of those lunch bags that you've been making lunch for all those years and make some fun Christmas decorations. That's right. How can you go wrong? So much fun and so many possibilities. I'll see you next time.